try to have their level. Then what these levels bring to us, where we can arrive, I don't know.
The best Grand Prix motorcycle that's ever been. The performance will improve as much from the 23 to 24. But have you got an idea from the factory about the areas that they're looking to improve for next year?
I think this is a really difficult thing to do. They're trying to improve the areas not from our bike, but improve the areas where we miss with comparing the other manufacturers. I think there are some manufacturers that they are a little bit better at comparing us in the middle of the corner. And there are other manufacturers that are a little bit better in comparing us on the street in terms of speed. Put it right, let's say.
Of course, over the weekend we saw a new MotoGP World Champion crowned in Jorge Martin. Such a tense final round because he's a rider that you were teammates with back in his Moto3 World Championship season of 2018. You know him very well.
This has never happened in the MotoGP area that a private rider.
What have you learned the most of observing Pecco and Mark closely?
Let's say that every rider has some particular on the braking maybe is the best Ducati rider. Bastianini was the best in terms of keeping the tires fresh for the end of the race. And Martin.
Next year, I mean, obviously Ducati are open to your feedback, your comments to help them also develop the new bike.
Yeah, I think they will listen to me more from Sepang, because for sure all my infos were based on the 23 bike, and they said to me that already the 24 bikes have what I was asking for from the 23. So I think from Sepang they will start to follow me more about the direction of the bike. But also there,
Marquez, we saw him overtaking Pecco Bagnaia in Portimao as well at the second round of the season, and then led his third MotoGP race in the Circuit of the Americas when Jorge Martin had several opportunities or several attempts to try and pass Pedro Acosta, just could not do it, to the point that Acosta finished ahead of him in the race, and it took something quite extraordinary for Maverick Vinales to beat Acosta on that day and deny him the win in what would have been just his third MotoGP start. So I think there's any doubt from us that KTM give him the package that can compete up against the Ducatis. They've got the rider who
much of the season on Sundays in the Grand Prix, firmly back inside the VR46 Racing Team garage, keeping a close eye on the action and proceedings. Great to hear, wasn't it, in the commentary box for a short period of time this afternoon, the thoughts about Fabio Di Gianantonio. As you mentioned, it must have been really difficult for him to have walked away when he did. He'd just come off the back of an excellent fourth place in Phillip Island, a brilliant fourth-place medical team that if he had any chance of being fully 100% fit for the opening Grand Prix in Thailand in the first weekend of next March, well, the latest, the absolute wheels as early as January.
You said to him, didn't you, good things happen
at the moment. It's a good ride so far in this opening day of action for 2025. Johan Zarco also putting together an excellent strong day. 4 years since Marquez was 6. He was the only Honda rider that found himself in Q2 all year long, in Aragon, Mandalika, Buriram, Sepang, and last weekend here in Barcelona. As Lucio Cecchinello alluded to, fair to say we know he's a pretty forthright character, isn't he, as Johan Zarco. Behind the scenes, it sounds like he wasn't too shy about letting Honda know his feelings.
Third season with KTM back in 2019, but Johan Zarco has grown up as a person and as a rider since then. Of course, he's a MotoGP winner now, which of course must make a huge difference to his mindset when things are going badly. He does have those good memories to draw upon, but for Johan Zarco, super experienced, and yeah, he's been one of the unsung heroes that everybody is on, and the situations they've been riding under. Johan Zarco has done as good a job as most in 2024, and he'll of course reach a milestone next season, 22-round championship next season.
Marc Marquez starts life as a factory Ducati rider, 7th fastest at the moment. I'm going to chat there with Gigi Dall'Igna, who pretty much moved heaven and earth to move Marquez into the factory team. A decision which Dall'Igna knew the consequences. He knew that he would have to sacrifice Jorge Martin, Enea Bastianini and the current World Championship winning team. All the collateral damage really in the Marquez signing was the fact that Martin and Bastianini moved on to a new challenge. It's a long-term commitment that Pramac have with Yamaha. It wasn't made public at the Carolyn. Come on, mate, that's supposed to be the newly formed Pramac Moto2 squad.
That was announced yesterday. We don't yet know what bikes they're going to be on next season. The strong rumour in the paddock is that they'll be on Boscoscuro chassis in that Moto2 Pramac Yamaha squad, which certainly proved pretty successful this year for